Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Congresswoman Illhan Omar. Does she look like a foreign agent to you? Well, she does to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Illhan Omar sparks outrage and censure resolution from GOP over controversial Somalia comments. Omar, who was born in Somalia, has faced mounting criticism for comments she made last week at an event in Minneapolis where she spoke in Somali commemorating a recent election in the Somali region of Puntland. In that speech, Omar voiced concern over a controversial preliminary agreement that the self-declared Somaliland Republic, which is not internationally recognized, reached with landlocked Ethiopia, an agreement that would give Ethiopia access to the Red Sea, though it has drawn condemnation from the Somali government. And I did speak about this in another video. And I don't know all of the complexities of it. So the short version is that Somaliland used to be a part of Somalia, but they broke away and formed their own country. And Somalia is mad about that. So the international community does not recognize Somaliland as its own country. Ethiopia, which is landlocked, needs to have access to the sea. Somaliland is also situated on the Red Sea. So Somaliland and Ethiopia made an agreement. Somaliland will give Ethiopia access to the sea if Ethiopia would recognize them as their own country. So it's a win-win for Ethiopia and Somaliland. But Somalia, even these Somalis in Minnesota, are mad about the agreement. And that's what Miss Illhan Omar was up talking about. So according to a translation of her speech that went viral on social media, and Marjorie Taylor Greene referenced it in her censure resolution, Illhan Omar said that the United States government will only do what Somalians in the United States tell them to do, and that U.S. officials must follow our orders to safeguard the interests of Somalia. Now, if she said that, she overstepped, because she's basically saying that the Somalis in the United States have control over what the United States does, and that they can give the United States orders. Them's fighting words in the United States. House Majority Whip Representative Tom Emmer, Republican Minnesota from her own state, labeled her words anti-American and appalling and pushed for an investigation into Illhan Omar, while Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis went a step further, calling for Omar's deportation and removal from Congress. And I really think that's going a bit far until they really verify that is what she said. The translation, posted by the right-wing X account End Wokeness, has raised eyebrows, including from Omar, who called it inaccurate and its wording slanted and completely off, telling the Star Tribune she believes the recent attacks against her are rooted in xenophobia and Islamophobia. And that is absolutely true. And she could throw blackness in on that too, because she is viewed in America as black. But the thing about Illhan Omar, she jumps into too many fights. She never saw a fight that she didn't want to get in. And so when something like this comes up that's serious, she doesn't have a support system of people who will come in and say, no, I don't believe she would say that. That's not like her. Nobody's going to come in and say that about her because they don't know that to be true. Because she's always into something. But let's face it, there could be something lost in translation. If they've got some State Department white person translating this, it could very easily be incorrectly translated. This needs to be translated by a Somali person who is not partisan, who just gives the facts, not some white person from an end wokeness organization that's trying to mess her up anyway. So I think she should be treated fairly, and this doesn't seem fair to me. This is what Marjorie Taylor Greene had to say in her statement of censuring Illhan Omar.
Today I introduced a censure resolution against Illhan Omar. And the reason why I did that, and I'll just say this, censure is not going far enough. If it were up to me, we would expel Illhan Omar and deport her out of the United States. Her comments are outrageous. She's acting as a foreign agent within our very government. She said the U.S. government will only do what Somalians in the U.S. tell them to do. They will do what we want and nothing else. They must follow our orders, and that is how we will safeguard the interest of Somalia. She also said, for as long as I am in Congress, Somalia will never be in danger. Its waters will not be stolen by Ethiopia or others. Sleep in comfort knowing I am here to protect the interest of Somalia from inside the U.S. system. Illhan Omar needs to be censured, but censure is not enough. I'm telling you right now, she's acting as a foreign agent on behalf of a foreign country. Our country is going to be taken over from the inside.
And she went on to list a number of people that she feels are working against the interests of the United States, including the President, Joe Biden. But for her to say that Illhan Omar, who is an American citizen, should be deported is very telling. And Somalis need to hear this more than anybody else, because they don't think that there is a fight going on in the United States for the rights of black people and any non-white people. Because they're in the chat room talking about, we don't want to fight white supremacy. We don't believe in white supremacy. Well, that's what this is. So what do y'all think about this? Is Illhan Omar a foreign agent, or is she just concerned about her homeland? And most importantly, she is trying to get re-elected. She is in a fight for that seat that she's holding in Congress right now. And she has some stiff competition based on what I have heard. So she's trying to get re-elected, and there are a lot of Somalis in her district. So she's up there saying too much, like she often does, and this is where it has gotten her. But Somalis in America need to hear this woman, because she is the personification of white supremacy. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.